Good morning, GM Tank. Good to see you, Joy. Glad to see you guys back. Hope everyone's having a good Thursday so far. Woke up a little tired today, but I got my coffee. So, I'll have that. What's up, Tymo? Let's see. Okay, now that I see it live, I added some cartoons to the stream layout. Let me I think I want to drop the opacity just a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. What's up, Sheepy? Oh, happy birthday, Sheepy. Heard through the grapevine it's your birthday today. Fellow Taurus. Well, I'm not a Taurus, but Jeej is a Taurus. Appreciate you joining me on your birthday. Alright, what's up, Dystastrophe? So, today, actually, I'll let, at some point, Sheepy, if you're around for the whole stream, it'll be, oh, Jishus? Okay, cool. Good to know thank you for clarifying that. It is good to know. Bouncing between all the platforms. It's me. But I was gonna say later, Sheepy, I'll be asking for a trait that you might want drawn. I'll let you be the first one to recommend something, because it'll be since you got birthday, priority. But today I wanted to draw like character sprites for something that could get like rigged for a little game or experience. And kind of what's in my head is somewhere in between like Paper Mario and Animal Crossing. Obviously not 3D, but that sort of like chibi look. I kind of teased it on stream. I think it was last week. But I've been wanting to draw this, and I think I was saving it for stream. Because I think it'd be fun to do. I'll kind of do all the sketches, and then we can sketch out some like, I'm thinking hat traits, so we can see how they all fit on. And potentially see if we can animate it today. These messages take 20 seconds to appear. Oh no, on YouTube? That is good to know. Thank you, Joy. Because I have no perception of how long they take. Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door is my favorite game of all time. It is such a good game. When they did the remake, I was like, I'm so happy that I didn't recently replay the GameCube one, because I almost did. And then I saw that the remake came out, and I just like saved it for that and beat the whole thing. I didn't 100% it, but I beat the whole thing. Such a good game. And that art style is so like inspiring to me, because it's something I feel like I can do. Which is kind of the point of today's stream, is like I kind of want to mimic that style. And just kind of like create like running sprites, like a jump. If you can hold like a weapon, what does that slash look like or whatever. I'm going to try animating some of it in Photoshop, which isn't the right way to go about it for what I'm doing. But if I bust out After Effects, it's just going to like look like a bunch of menus and really confusing. And I don't think I really set up the stream for that. So, but I'm excited to try this out. It's going to be a lot of like drawing a character, trying to get it right, and then pulling out the light table again and like tracing things on top of it. So that's where I'll ask for ideas from any of y'all of any trait, like a Cool Cats trait that you want on there, because I might as well experiment with what like a hat trait looks like, since the hat trait will probably be the most obvious thing with the chibi whatever. Obsessed with the new banner under your camera feed. Yeah, I had the social media links like on screen, and I knew that was probably not gonna work out, because you know, if like that happened, you couldn't really like see them down there. So I was like, let me just make them there. And then I had like a weird gap, so I added the blue cat in there. I got nothing to eat. I just ate. I had to, not much, just like a yogurt and a Cliff Bar. But had to eat something, because if I don't eat anything before I stream, when we hit that like 2 to 3 hour mark, I'm like starving. So got that. I wish I had more coffee, but I'm excited to cozy draw. I honestly need to save some of this. Playing for 2 hours or less, and it goes, yeah, for 3 to 4. This one could take a while. I'm like really excited about today's stream and designing the sprites. So there's a chance I end up streaming for a little bit longer, because this has been something I've like been itching to do. Okay, warm up the hands, you know. So first thing that we're gonna try to do is just like draw a version of Chibi Blue Cat that we really like. I've kind of done some sketches ahead of time, just like before, so I have an idea of what I want, but I just want to like perfect it on stream and then draw some traits. So really, I might need to do the zoom again too. Yeah, out of curiosity, for a viewing experience, when I draw something that's like, if that's the head, like that small, is it better to be this far away or to zoom in and be like that? Makes my hand gigantic, but I feel like you get to see more of the drawing. So, and I feel like the zoomed in is better because you just really get to see. I draw tiny, so that's the problem. Probably better to be zoomed. That's what I figured. Okay, cool. GM Bear Coffee Club, fellow coffee enjoyer. Okay, so let me put my mic down here. I have to like squint at this. Okay. So if Blue Cat's head is kind of oval, circle, and I feel like for this version, like this version of Blue Cat is gonna be a little exaggerated, like with certain things. It's like the ears might be bigger. The face might be bigger. Little things. There's a glare when it's zoomed out. Oh, there's a glare? Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Okay. The head is actually, it needs to have like a little bit of a bump. That'll sort of be the volume of the head. I don't know why it looks like squished up here. Huh. Pretty decent head to start with. What do you think about tea? Oh, I love tea. I love tea, but I love the taste of coffee more, and I think I like the caffeine from coffee more. I specifically like espresso more than just like drip coffee. And then I guess like I just started to drink coffee more, and then it sort of made its way into to cool cats being like the theme of where they work. But definitely love tea. I love matcha tea. Really big into matcha tea. Do you have any reference material for chibi style? Right now it's sort of off the top of my head. My reference is Paper Mario. Yeah, like once you see this, it'll definitely have that look to it. Sweet tea? Oh man, I love sweet tea. I'm a fiend for sweet tea. It's a southern US thing. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm from Georgia. I love the Public sweet tea. I love the Chick-fil-A sweet tea. But I did have to cut back because sweet tea is so much sugar. Any food or drinks that you miss from Georgia? I definitely miss Waffle House. Definitely miss Waffle House. And honestly, no one does Southern fried chicken like the South. So like Georgia for me. I don't know. People just like, they just don't get the breading right. Oh man, and biscuits. Biscuits are so much better in the South. It's just made with different butter. It's more butter. I think that's the difference. Okay, so for Blue Cat, he's got to be chibi, so that's the head. And his body is basically a circle. Okay, and then we'll erase that. The circle could have been back a little bit, but the awful waffle, yeah. I actually used to call it that for the longest time, and I honestly just never went. And then in college, you start going because it's cheap, it's always open. And man, I just fell in love with it. I love the hash browns. So for his arms, I just want like a sleeve and then like a circle. That's where it kind of looks like Animal Crossing is like the hand. 24/7, 365. Open on Christmas Day. It's just all reliable. Oh, you're from Finland? That's cool. Coffee makes it all better. Yeah. I want more coffee. I drank through it all too quickly. Okay, so we're actually going to make the body even smaller now that I've drawn like an arm. Okay. This first one is going to be a lot of erasing and kind of getting it right. Already coming together. The so-called happiest country, ... I want to go to Finland. When I was in high school, we had a foreign exchange student from Finland, and then we all started a soccer team around him, so we called ourselves Team Finland. And he was really good at soccer, or football, as the rest of the world calls it. He was insane at it, and we all sucked, but he was having a great time, and we were too. Okay, so his arms will be like that, and then this is where it's kind of like Paper Mario. He's just gonna have feet that are sort of like without like legs. So that's sort of what I want the chibi Blue Cat to look like. He's a little rough right now. But basically I want to draw everything and have it all separated and bring all those like different pieces into Photoshop. And then see if we can just like animate it or add, you know, just add a bunch of stuff. If only you knew how to make coffee, Jeej. I know. I genuinely, that crossed my mind, but it's okay. At the very least, I can make myself like a shot of espresso. But I also worry about being like my hands being too shaky to draw. Yeah, football. I try to call it football and then call American football American football. I love how round he is. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna keep that one right there, and we're about to draw a second one now that. All right, this one I'm gonna like zone in for. I want to make his face bigger than the other one. Basically just experimenting with different types of proportions and then having both of his whiskers on the outside. This one technically lends itself better to Chibi because Chibi is all about being like doll, like big eyes, big face, big head, but then like tiny body. So I'm not gonna get rid of the. I feel like I also maybe his body is more like a triangle, and then the circle is like kind of what makes up the pants. Okay. And then this time, which I wouldn't do, I added like a little bit of a line to his shirt. Gee, Blue Cat built like me for real, for real. He's extra tiny, and so if you drew like Chugs next to him. The other reason I want Chibi Blue Cat is because I can kind of just draw Chugs at the same size. And that way, like... And I also would give him big feet. That way when they're like standing next to each other, Chugs still looks like his like little, you know, he's smaller friend. But they're still the same height. So that they can like fit inside the same frame together. Because that's probably the biggest issue when like designing a poster or something with both of them. The full body. And so they'd be like little cute characters next to each other. You should draw Blue Cat being happy, but the emotion is ranked up to hyper. So you're saying just like a really exaggerated happy? I can do that, if that's what you mean. Look at those big old beats. Yeah, they're just like... That way when I animate them, like they'll just like swing. The two, it would be an interesting experiment, sorry. So I could draw... What are those? So now we're starting with the face. Oh, okay, that face doesn't look any different. I was trying to make it more exaggerated. Here, we're just gonna draw this one. This is gonna be a cursed Blue Cat. because I messed up. I'm just gonna lean into it. There we go. Just love drawing blue cat with a thumbs up. Maybe starry eye blue. No, as I was drawing this, I was like, I should have done the glossy eyes. But instead I drew this monstrosity. She's got one really long arm. GM, what's up, Stubby? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it does look like a hot dog bun. That's not gonna work. I drew it too. I was gonna draw like a... I'm gonna look back at this drawing and have no idea what I did. Alright, we're just gonna kind of like hide those. I'll hide it up here. Oh, we'll start in this corner now. Mr. Bluetastic, yeah, he can just stretch. Started their art journey, yeah, exactly. Whoa, hot dog! I know. I was waiting for you, Jucius, to chime in. Okay. You know what? We're talking about hot dogs here. Is that on screen? Okay, cool. So then, like, basically now I'm just trying to fit this into a costume. Hot dog. Among Us. Oh wait, damn. Yeah. Kind of had that Among Us look to it. I was going for the glizzy kitty. It's a beautiful creation. Hot dog. What if like the only thing he can say is hot dog? Just saved a pic, thank you. We can make it final. Okay, I told Sheepy I'd give them the first costume. I actually think I'm having more fun drawing just like instead of trying to draw it on top of this, just drawing it totally on its own character. So Sheepy, you have anything, any kind of costume. It can be anything. It doesn't have to be a cool cat straight. It can even follow the lines of like this. But is it a cat dog? It is a cat dog. It's totally a cat dog. Cat Dog was such a weird character. I watched that show, but what a funny show or like concept for a character. Just like fused. The cat and the dog. Hot dog. I really like this character. Makes me want to draw more costumes in this style. So if I just kept the arms and the feet the same, I feel like I could. Chinese food. Okay. You want me to be like Chinese food, like one of the takeout boxes? I feel like that would make a great costume. Let me see. He'll go great. Yeah. Chugs takeout. Oh, Chugs would make a better takeout box. You're right. Blue in a banana suit. You got it. All right. First, we're gonna draw Blue in a banana suit, and then we'll draw Chugs takeout box. Blue Nana. Yeah. Okay. That's kind of my like template. Okay. Actually, I don't like where that one's going. We're gonna completely start over here. We can start next to this. Okay, this time he's gonna have sunglasses on, just to be different. Okay. It's like my cat wants in. Okay. Chug's takeout box will be OP. I know. It's gonna have like little chopsticks sticking out of it. It's gonna be like an open container takeout box. Okay, so there's that. And I'll add like a little bit of a. All right, and then of course, can't be in a banana suit without maracas, you know? It's just kind of a part of the lore now. Squirrel Squad. Let's draw. Cool. I'm realizing, where do the feet go? I'll have to make the feet like a lot bigger. There we go. Blue in a banana suit. Background music is kind of nice. Good. The point is, I really want these streams to be relaxing more than anything. And I think the music kind of like fits that vibe. Yeah, hot dog. We got those. So now we need to draw Chugs in a takeout suit, but we're kind of running out of room here. So I'm gonna draw him over here. We got this guy. Such a weird. Honestly, sometimes when I draw pictures like this, they end up being my favorite. Also, what's up, Nico? What's up, JL? How you guys doing? Blue banana. Yeah, so good. The reason I want to draw it, I'm gonna fit it right here because I want them all together. So now we're drawing chugs. Or the takeout box. So like might have to make them taller. That sneeze. Okay. Yeah, this Chugs is gonna be too. Well, I guess he kind of has to be short. We're fitting that theme of chibi. Thank you, Taima. This should be the easiest one, but I'm struggling. I'm like, there. It's like I know what they look like, but man, oh, I know what it needs. Okay, we are gonna redraw this. Ooh, sneeze you. Yeah, I snuzzed. Okay, we're gonna start. We're just gonna start fresh. There we go. Yeah, it just opens twice. I was thinking, the way I had drawn it was like a box, like a cardboard box. So, okay, I see how I need to do this. Can maybe sharpen the pencil. And I feel like a takeout box has like kind of like tapered lines. It's like this, but then on the side it needs to like have how it like folds on the side. And then that's where the little metal part is. And then, oh, it does open 4 ways. I don't know why I thought otherwise. Maybe he's just kind of looking like a box right now, which is very Chugs. Honestly, it would look better if I could color this. I would make Chugs' face red, so it kind of matched like that print. I like the idea of this being like a visor. There. It's kind of rough. Kind of drawing a little bit, like with a little bit more pressure than I should be. Oh. Okay. It's kind of will look like his brains. I was gonna draw rice. I think it still looks like rice. Alright, then he's gotta have his big The big feet. Cute. It would look. I think it would look a lot better if it was colored. But it kind of looks like a takeout box. I wish this was a little more obvious. Okay, but now I'm gonna go back a little bit, and I actually might bust out a new piece of paper. Here's what we're gonna do. New piece of paper hype, yeah. It's like I think a lot of artists relate to this. Just kind of have to like not have your old drawings there. It's really hard to think sometimes. All right, busting out the table, the light table. Okay, I think I need to turn off this. And then grab the new piece of paper. I always forget which side is the like the better side to draw on with this paper. Alright, so I'll probably redraw the glizzy because the glizzy is awesome. But it's a dot. I'm gonna turn that around. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna need to draw that better. Means more art. Yeah. I probably shouldn't have just tried tracing this. I'm gonna go back over here. I gotta get kind of close to it. Okay, that looks better. Okay, and I wanted to draw the face like a little bit over. Actually, might help if I don't have an underlayer because it's kind of distracting. Which means we have to bring this back. Cool. I almost had it. Close. I think I'm gonna save some of it for digital. But actually, maybe I should leave that light on. Okay, and then I kind of want to take the body. I'm trying to like Frankenstein this. Yeah, that looks better. Better. Hey, Honeycomb, what's up, dude? How's it going, dude? Thanks for making it on the stream. I hope you're doing well, man. I appreciate it, man. Every time I see you go live, I'm usually like, I can't make it, or like I'm in a meeting or something. I definitely, for anyone who doesn't know, Honeycomb is an amazing beatboxer and just like, I don't know how you define it, but just like music editor, or just like on the spot can like really just mix things. Weird music. I don't know how do you like kind of categorize yourself? It's what you do is so unique, and it's just really cool. There's a good chance some of you have probably seen what he does. It's funny. It's amazing. Like, yeah, okay. Improvisation, electric music. That's honestly cool. I just have a hard time saying that first word. Oh man, your show that I came out to see was so sick. That was amazing. Well, who knows? Of course. Oh yeah, dude. I love coming out to shows like that. Honestly, I really like this blue cat. Sometimes what I'll do is, if I have a drawing I like, I'll just take the other paper and... Alright, this time I'm going to draw with pen. I think it needs to be with pen. Honeycomb, do you have a schedule? Oh, who knows? Thank you. That's the name of the show. Sorry, it's been a long time. Or, anyways. Yeah, I was gonna say, if there's another one, would love to come out and see it. No schedule, really? Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, I see you on, and I need to make it out. I need to say what's up. I love your setup, though, that you have on stream. Oh, that's not gonna work. Start over. Yeah, definitely do. Definitely do. I would love to make it. You usually go a little bit later, right? When you stream? I think that's what it is. Okay, that's not looking as... One of us. One. Yeah, I'm a late night degen. Let's go. Get one of us. Okay. I think actually what I'm gonna do is this one's fine. I think I need to go digital now. It's like with what the purpose of this stream was to make like a character sprite, and honestly this one's good enough. It's like I think I need to get in there on digital and just like move stuff around. So we're gonna scan this. I'll leave Glizzy up. Yeah, I thought I would try tracing it a few more times, but I think it's best if we just jump into Photoshop. I just need some sort of like under sketch. Hype to see the process? Yeah, I always like to start with pencil and paper just to get like the better like under sketch done, and then take it to digital and just like really fine tune it. I need a sprite of the hot dog. Oh, sorry, dude. I'm so cooked, man. When you said Sprite, my brain went to like soda. Sprite. I was like, Sprite of the hot dog. Is that a new flavor? Can we please make the blue nana do the PBJ time dance? Yeah. Sprite costume, Sprite hot dogs. No, I was thinking I'm gonna scan this in. I'm gonna scan these two in. And we're gonna draw those as well. We might actually draw those first, because I'd rather see something completed today than just sketches. So I might do the Glizzy blue cat. He's already looking great. Little stickers. You know what? Maybe I just animate that. It's gonna be like 2 frames, maybe 3, of just him like kind of like going up and down, like an idle animation. All right, first thing is scanned. Now let's get the glizzies in there. Okay. There's the blue cat we just traced or scanned. I'm gonna scan another one, and then should be able to get. I can at least start getting Photoshop set up. So. Alright, move the camera over. Ooh. Where's Marshall? Blue cat this time. Okay, cool. Should be good, and then. Oh, I thought Photoshop. Oh, Alright, hopefully, let's see. Glad I did that beforehand. Okay. Oh man, one sec, gotta reset Photoshop. Okay. Oh, yeah, I do this all the time. Banana suit turned out so good. Yeah, I'm excited to actually like digitize that. Sorry, I had everything prepped over here, but Photoshop just did not want to work, so I had to restart it. It's always something. Okay. Okay, now let's save those. Okay. should be able to see Photoshop now. Yep, cool. Cool. Okay. Everything else. Sprite hot dogs. Okay. So now let's take take what we want out of here, which is this little blue guy. See what brush size we're working with here. Yeah, that's really good. I want them to be a thinner line, so there's more color than line. Cut them out. Cool. And then let's get the glizzies. Just gonna get it around the same size because they're not a perfect match. Okay. Alright, so let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. We're gonna only worry about these three today. Separate these two. Okay. We got everything set up. Around the same size, roughly. Okay. So let's work on like a a base blue cat that we can work with. All right. The head, actually, maybe we should before I start tracing. There's some edits. I feel like I want to. Oh, sorry, y'all. Combined all these images because I really want to change the levels on them so it's more of a black and white. It's got wild deja vu, means we're on the right path. Nice. Okay, and then we're gonna bust out magic eraser and get rid of all the white. Okay, now let's get started. I'm gonna go ahead and like dissect this blue cat. So that I can kind of move stuff around. the arm, that's the head, probably the feet next. These chibi cats are great. Yeah, I've wanted to do this for a while. But just like didn't have the chance to kind of like really sit down and do it. So I figured let's do it on stream for an Ardi's workshop. Okay. Body. Okay. Body, feet, arm, head. Okay, and the reason I might hide the other foot and the other arm is because I'm just gonna duplicate them. It's neat to see the grain texture with the pencil. Yeah, when you're zoomed in. I honestly love it. I really love seeing the grain texture, and kind of just want to make that the official like line. Also, GM Moss, happy to see you. Do I prefer regular lasso or polygon lasso? Oh, normal lasso. I like to draw my lasso. For sure. I like having that control. Okay, so the body's probably good. I was gonna take the head of Blue Cat and just kind of like, I think it's a little, even though for chibi, it's a little too wide, so let's make it skinnier, but just overall bigger. Yeah, actually, we're gonna separate it. So I think that's a great size. The face might be able to go back down a little bit. Kind of like that too. Okay. Perfect. Looking good. The eyes are not on the same plane. I'm actually just gonna duplicate the eyes. I'm trying to make this look as kind of symmetrical as possible. So first, let's kind of angle it, and then we'll copy it over. Yeah, that looks better. And then let's take the body, which is a little rough right now here. Let's add to the body. We're gonna kind of sketch on top of it. Because really this is how the body of this sprite would look. It's like he'd have a little, be rounded. So with that in mind, actually, let me, this might help us out. Let me get rid of the background. And I'm actually, well, I might as well use blue if we're gonna add a color. I'm gonna bring that back. I was gonna use white at first, but might as well use blue because I kind of want to see how this all crops together. And the reason I did that, so when I take the body, move it around. Yeah, there we go. It's like behind it. Let me kind of get this just as accurate as possible. Alright, so I think we can angle it a little bit. And right there might be good. And then we have his other foot. Which I guess, take the body, go to the maximum. And add the yellow. I want to get a basic idea of how this all will look when we put it together. Oh, why didn't that work? And I was actually thinking his feet could be like Rayman. They're like just completely separate from his body. Instead of being attached at all. But if I did 2 feet. Like that. Hey, what's up, Cam? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. GM back at you. We're drawing a chibi blue cat that we can hopefully animate. Oop, sorry. Now I'm just gonna kind of nudge. Kind of like it separate, but here, let me. That's it attached to Blue Cat. That's it like in front of the body. That's it behind the body. We'll leave it there for now, but it could also be separate. And then let's get the arm back in there. Probably right there. Excuse me. Cool. That was perfect. And then cool. That might look. This might be perfect. Okay. I'm gonna hide everything else. Okay. And then I just want to make sure the arm. That looks pretty good. And then we'll take the same arm, duplicate it, reverse it, and then put it behind everything, behind the body. And then probably nudge it over. Yeah, and there, we have like a chibi blue cat. I can already see kind of how it animates. Cool, I think this might be worth tracing now. Sort of why I did this was to get it somewhere where I can see if it works or not. And then trace it. Let me just look at the head again. Because it's like, it's so weird. You can, the head could be... Yeah, the head being up more is weird. Thinking it could maybe be... It's crazy how just one nudge can make like a big difference. Love the line weight. Same. I think it's perfect. Well, the brush is just, this is pencil that was scanned in. I know. I want this I want that look so badly digital, but you just can't mimic it, really, in digital. You can get close, but I think that's the weird... I think maybe the thing about going digital is I don't use tapered lines, and so like everything is a single line weight. Okay, but I think I'm like debating. I mean, it doesn't really matter actually. I'm drawing all of these separately. You know, all of these are on their own layer. And so here, let's have a little bit of fun with it now. And let's bring this here. Yeah, gee, it just looks just like that. Alright, so we're gonna make one that kind of looks like it's running. Forgot if you can choose the anchor point. Okay, no, you can't. Alright, here's what we gotta do before we go any further. Sort of making anchor points for the arms, because the arms are gonna look more like while he's running, they're gonna be like up more. Twins. Okay, and then his feet. Draw a guideline. And because he's running, that means he's like a little above the ground. No, I didn't see the new Black Mirror episode. I used to watch that show, and then it honestly started to freak me out, so I stopped watching it. Too real. Yeah, I can delete those now. What was the episode about? Unless it's filled of spoilers for people who want to watch it. But I probably won't, so I like talking about it. So that would be him running, and then do like one more jumping. Watch some of season 1. Yeah, I think I got through the first 3 seasons, if I remember correctly. And I forget which one did it for me, but I was like, this is too real. This is freaking me out. Oh, why is there 2 of everything? Oh. It's because I had already duplicated it. Okay. So I was gonna make him a little bit. Let's kind of move stuff around. Actually, I kind of had it in a good spot already. Your daughter wants to tell me they lost her tooth today. Aw. Yeah, hopefully they... Hopefully the tooth fairy is gonna bring a big reward for those teeth. That's cute. We should draw a tooth fairy chibi blue cat in celebration. Like, do I need to exaggerate this foot more? I feel like now it looks like the splits. I'm like, that puts a great. Oh, but happy to hear it. I know losing teeth is definitely an exciting thing. Did anyone ever do the doorknob trick, where you tie the string around your tooth and close the door? I don't know why I said doorknob. It's just door. Doesn't quite look like he's running. That's my issue with this blue cat. You'll know what I mean with the duplicating. Oh, with the Black Mirror episode? Yeah. Ooh, creepy. Yeah. Got a whole litter of blues. Yeah, I'm like trying to get... It's really coming down to his feet. And so... Actually, that looks like a better run. I'm trying to do a jump now. And I think I need to take, like... Excuse me. And then take this arm. I guess... See what this arm looks like. Yeah, it needs to be in front of his head. I was trying to get away with not... Rayman style, that's exactly what I was saying. Like, the sort of idle blue cat, I was like, we could technically put his feet like that. Or they're not even like attached to him. And so we'll probably experiment with that. But I wanted to make like a jumping one. Actually, it kind of looks like he's falling. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reverse this. Cute. Okay, wait. That's going to work. Gotta put it in front of the body. Yeah, it's like you can kind of see it coming together. Yeah, it would be cool to test how that feels. I agree. Because I feel like we could do more bounce with it. But it's fun, like, experimenting with these what we just sketched quickly to see if it works. I know what would help is if I duplicated this and brought it over. And then because he's higher up, shadow is skinnier. Blurred turbo feet. Yeah. Calvin Hobbes vibes. That's a huge compliment. Yeah, I really like how this looks. You can kind of see it coming together. So let me... But it's like really easy if this is the route. Like the reason I wanted to go this route is because animation will be easy, but I also feel like it's super effective, this look, because like everything will be like separated. Like the arm is its own layer, super easy. You know, head's its own layer. So then I was gonna draw. We're gonna draw that glizzy blue cat next, because that just needs to be a sticker for us. But let's add for consistency. Take all of them and then cool. I love I love staring at this sometimes, just like a sequence, a simple running sequence. Yeah, because I'm trying to see. And then now let's take the exact same ones. Sec. Gotta fix up my layers. Alright, so those are good. I'm gonna duplicate it. And now we're gonna take all the feet and kind of like separate them. So if blue cat was like a little bit taller, that's what we're doing this. CLON used this look and it's super effective. Wait, what look? Oh, or is that a Pokemon thing? I use this look, but I really like it. Ooh, wrong ones. Puffy stickers. Ooh, I would love puffy stickers. All right, so that's that's if there was no, if they weren't attached. That's what I was trying to say. Curious what you guys think. I'll put them side by side. I think I need to. I don't know if the artboard's big enough. Nope, it's not. Wrapping it real quick. Yeah, okay. So I'm also kind of doing this for myself, of like looking at them side by side to see which I like more. I think I like it with the feet attached. Even though the feet not being attached, it would be way easier to animate. But I think it just looks better. You like the space? Good to know. See, this is why I love doing it live. I like getting any opinions and any feedback on it. Makes him taller. Like now I want to put Chugs next to him. Oh wait, did we get a Chugs? We had this. No, we just had the takeout Chugs. But I like both. Yeah, I guess that's the good thing, is I think both are good and can be used. Although maybe there's a little bit of both, because like, for instance, I think here, let's one's which. Okay, like if I was to kind of take my favorite, like I could see that being like, they do separate. It's like when he's like falling, which is that one on the bottom, it's like maybe they become separated. But when he's just standing there, you know, he sits on his feet. Yeah, let me put these together. And then... Oh, come on. Yeah, this is how you like it too. Yeah, I think this is more successful. And then we could do a running cycle. It's probably easier if I do that in After Effects, because I could just like make like a movement path for both legs, and then I can have anchor points on the like the shoulders of the arms. And then this could be pretty templatized, like, because one of the arms you just reflect it to the other side, and now you just have to draw the arm once. You draw the body, you draw the head, and really you could probably get away with drawing the foot once too. So like the amount of assets that it takes to create this, and like I said, if I templatize it, could be really interesting. Cool. Honestly, this is great progress for me with the chibi blue cat. I really like it. Look, I like the look of it with this like brush to it. Yeah, it's like a little progression. There's definitely a lot more. You either crank out sprite sheets or build the character as parts. I feel like we would want to build it in parts because it can. Like we just can. And so then we get it rigged up in Unity really well. And then some of the streams we could just go wild. I mean, first thing I would want to do is create all the cool cat traits like in this style. And it'll primarily just be like the helmet or whatever like hat trait you're using in the face, because it's chibi. And then there's potentially the feet just stay like that. Like you don't get shoes. But then the arms would kind of be the same. They would just end in like circles. And then you could just attach like it holding things really easily. Parts maybe you can swap out, like holding stuff. Exactly. Yeah. That's exactly. Just read your comment. And swap out. I just feel like it would be a better look. And so then we can, I can make sprite sheets similar to this as like a reference to what we want it to look like. I've been thinking it'd be cool to have Cooking Mama style where you make coffee. Oh my God. See, that's like a big reason I want to make these character sprites, is so that we can just mess around and have some fun with it. Or the SpongeBob game where you make Krabby Patties. Yeah, or like Overcooked. And so basically how I would see it in my head is that we would really lean on that like Paper Mario look, and like Castle Crashers did it. I know Cult of the Lamb does it. There's so many games that do it where you have the 2D character that's flat, but then it kind of like runs forward and backward. It's like a platformer. It's still side scrolling, but you can go forwards and backwards. That's how I see like this working, or just a straight up side scroller. Oh my God, Overcooked. Yeah, Jeej knows I can't play Overcooked. It stresses me out. I don't know what it is. Just total stress. Okay. Yeah, I haven't played that in so long. I'm pretty sure they made a new one. Alright, I'm really happy with how this looks, by the way. And I do want to work on the glizzy, but it'd probably make more sense for me to, like, slightly finish this. What's in here? Huh? Sorry, I'm looking for the right layer. Okay. rid of everything. Oh wait, I have the gigantic version. All right, we're gonna hide that. Yeah, this is the one. Okay. And we're just gonna take out the idle animation. Oh, I did not need to delete those. I have a bad habit of just like clicking the delete button. Even like Stardew Valley does that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They don't have diagonals. Yeah, I don't think we would use diagonals either. Because like Blue Cat Ardi is facing, he has that like 3/4 turn. And so like that would be, you know, walking forward and backwards. We could do one where he's like, you see the back of him for when you're walking like. That's my favorite kind of stress, G, just overcooked. You're crazy. Alright, now let's take this. Alright, so we got the head. We can probably get rid of one of the feet, one of the arms. And so, real quick, I'm gonna get a cool cat trait. So I kind of want to make like a box around this. But let me grab I usually grab the Knight's Helmet. The Knight's Helmet is the most problematic cool cat trait. It's like it's the tallest, I think. And you know, like covers your face. Okay. Look at that, it already fits perfectly. But the problem is, since we're chibi, let me bring the rest of the body back. Like, this is what I need to see. I mean, that kind of works. The problem is his arm. Like, technically, I think I want the arm like above whatever the helmet is, but I don't think it'll work in this situation. Because then if the arms go like here. Because like if we were to bring this over to this one, it's covering up most of his body. But it still kind of works. Sorry you have the most complicated trait. Hey, I mean it's one of the coolest traits. So I think we'd have to like squish some of the traits. How does that line up with the ears? It kind of works. So let me get it. It'll definitely need like a complete readjustment. But I'm just kind of, you know, while we can overlay something. You know, like that's super squished. It needs a little bit of love to like work better. There's a lot of things I wanted to change about this anyways. Honestly, my mind is going wild. I started making it now. Wait, what did I miss? Are you talking about making, like just making this in Unity? Yeah, this is definitely what we're trying to do. We're like, I just want to get like a sandbox going where we can at least run around with this character. And obviously I'll need to do like Ardi and Joe and Chugs after that. Alright, I'm gonna kind of like mold this to the best of my ability. Because like we have all the room to go up, but we need to make sure like the bottom part works. So really it's about bringing that all the way in, that all the way in, but then like Oh my god, this is actually working a lot better than I thought. Like molding it, I didn't think this would work so well. But it does. Yeah, it's like it actually fits now. Oh, Code Monkey? I think I've even heard of Code Monkey. The YouTube channel. I'm trying to like balance out these two sides. Like this needs to go there and this needs to come back. Actually. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh god. The way it's like warping. Okay. I actually think I had it good before. Really, it's just, like I said, the bottom part. Alright, that looks pretty good. So if we have that, and now we duplicate it, because really this was the other part. You know, like the arms are getting cut off, but you still see them. So I don't think it's the worst. Let me, I didn't think this one would be an issue. Like, what do you guys think? Like, that still works, right? Hey, Honeycomb, what's up? Yeah, we took the scan, brought it into Photoshop, broke this all apart, all of like the assets of like the limbs, and then so the like Knight's helmet is one of the traits that we use. And it's kind of like one of the biggest hats. And so if we can get that one right, the rest of them should work just fine. And I think that works, you know? Oh, also, Honeycomb, I never said thanks for the subscription. I totally don't walled you. I appreciate it, man. That was from like an hour ago, but I'm seeing it now. I picture myself jumping. I don't have my arms across my face. You're right. You know, like, what if you were wearing a big Knight's helmet, you know? Oh, the TV head. Actually, you're right. TV head might be the most problematic. Let me get that one out. But I think the Knight's helmet works. Like, this is great. And it's like we're really testing if it's even possible before kind of like going further. All right, so that works. All right, let's get the TV head out. TV head is one of the best traits. But the frog is 10 out of 10, let's be real. Okay, so if we take this... Actually, let's bring the Knight's helmet back as a reference. Okay, so... really, I think right there. And right there. And then... And then let's warp it. It worked for the Knight's helmet. Hopefully, I don't know if it'll work for the TV head. It's really like the... just needs some good warping. It would be so interesting to make a little Photoshop action, record the scaling and warping, just drop any head trait would look. Yeah, that's cool. Like, unfortunately, I think they all need like their own little bit of like touch to the warping. But once this is like in there, I mean, all the head traits are just what's on top of everything, and it should be super easy. Let's see. Kind of like how it like goes up from the bottom, but if I didn't want to do that, I feel like that works. Yeah, all the hat traits to. I feel like I want all of like the like full like helmet hat traits to have some sort of power up. But that's the beauty of this, is we have so much to go off of. All right, I think that's pretty decent. The one thing that's missing from the hat trait is like the. I probably should have done this at the same time. Actually, I love the no signal one, but what might work better for this is the Windows background. Coat of arms outline? I don't know if do I know coat of arms? Are you talking about like the sketchy one, Sheepy? Could give effects like badges in Paper Mario. Oh, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Alright, we're gonna try to get that start menu. Yeah, I feel like it's always good to see the TV head was a good shout. That's definitely one of the traits that's also kind of problematic isn't the right word. Just like requires the most like care to it. All right. Let's see. Where's the All right, that makes sense. So then let's And luckily with the jump animation, like, see that one's so wonky. Oh. I guess it's that I see, even though what we just did is correct, and I think it looks good, we're gonna do a little bit of Photoshop, chopping up here. Let me merge the layers. Oh wait, let me keep what I just did, but then I'm gonna merge group. I think I just kind of don't like the angle of it anymore. Like it's super. I just brought that in. Oh, dang it. Okay. Like if it was less angled, if the TV head was more front facing, which I guess we do technically have that asset too, but if we just kind of alter the back of this, it should be fine. All right, I'll let my cat out. She thinks she's getting fed. Okay. And then if we took this initial one again, all right, we're gonna warp again. This time we're gonna try to give ourselves, try to make it. You know what? I think it's best. Like it works. I think we can prove that it works. It just needs to be redone. So I think the Knight's helmet, perfect. The Internet Explorer icon hurts to see. You got to, you know, it's the first thing that's installed on your computer. Okay, I'm actually just gonna delete that. And we have that one. Okay, so I think now knowing that all of that works, I think I like where it's at. So the reason I did this in the first place was I wanted to draw a box around the hat trait. Sort of like a guide, if you will. And maybe we do make it red. It's like a zone. More retro UI, of course. The world needs more color. Yeah, for real. Everything's too simplified now. The world needs more blue. Alright, so if I got rid of that. So I guess kind of what I'm doing here is like if I made an anchor point not in red or not in black. I know this looks like a Rudolph nose, but it's trying to be an anchor point. I love all the TV head traits. I know. It's hard to pick a favorite. So I'm basically creating like an anchor point for if we made this head trait. I mean, I guess the box doesn't need to be the exact. This is kind of getting into the weeds, I know. But what I'm kind of doing is like, if these two, if I needed to like, okay, that's the middle of it. If I wanted to make a bunch of assets on top of this head, like, where would that anchor point be? So that we could just like run through and make a bunch of them. But I'm realizing I'm kind of getting into the weeds. I need to just draw this. I am a little attached to how the like sketchy version of it looks. I know I'm not gonna love like the clean version of it nearly as much. I never do. MSN Messenger head trait. Yeah, needs AOL loading. Yeah, we do. We need like a dial-up screen. Let's see. Okay, that'll be a good line weight. Okay, so let's start digitizing this. I think I'm good to just try to trace this exactly the best I can. You have mail. And like eventually I'd want to separate the ears, so if we animated it, like the ears could move as well, but for now I think getting like a running animation would be sick. That's like the hardest curve to get. Because I try to do it all in one go. Whew, did it. Okay. Whew. Did not spend a lot of time on that. I was worried. I was. As much fun as it is to watch me draw the same line like 10 times. Okay, cool. Do I like that? Yeah. Nah, okay. This here is going to give me the most trouble. I think I need to draw on the inside of this line. Okay. That looks a lot better. Cool. Nice. Yeah, I'm kind of being overly like perfectionist on these because this might actually be what we use, at least for testing. Do I get Taco Bell today? Of course. You have to ask. The answer will be yes. Oh yeah. I want to make sure this line, these yeah. I just want to make sure it's actually up and down straight. We'll report back. Alright, let me take that. We're gonna just not like that. We're gonna duplicate it because might as well just make them exactly the same. Manifesting that dude's same. I would love to have a Taco Bell collab. For the memes, you know? Alright, I might actually just draw Blue Cat smiling here, because I don't think he's going to be open mouth the whole time in idle state. So, what does that look like? Close. I think, just angle it. But with that being said, actually, I'll get to the talking states later. Let's just draw the full final version. Means that's how he'll look. That's pretty good. Got the head. Let's get rid of the head. Look at that body. Alright. We still have that rectangle? Yeah. Let's just use that. Basically, I need to make like the T pose. Alright, I want the hand to be a little perfect. Oh no. Somebody is a circle. There's the guide here. I don't rotate my canvas often. Actually, no, I'm not going to do it. I was going to rotate it. This. Also, I'm kind of being over using guidelines a lot for this arm because it kind of matters for when it rotates. It's like on a circle. So I think it makes sense with these two circles. Okay. That I use these guidelines. This will just help out in the long run. Because if it's asymmetrical when I like reverse it, it's gonna look weird. This. Oh, wrong one. Okay. You know, with what I'm doing, it kind of gets rid of that hand done look, or kind of like more organic look, but I think it makes sense. Probably a better size for it. All right, that should be perfect. So I can get rid of all these guidelines now, except for this one. All right, the reason I put it in a box is because I try to make assets for this. That'll essentially be the canvas I use. So I'm gonna save this. Like arm guide. And then as long as nothing changes. That's sort of how it'll. Still going? Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, we're not sure when you had to head out for a sec, but we made like the whole excuse me, sequence of it, like running, jumping, and standing there idly. And so now we're making the assets for it. Yeah, thank you, Joy. I appreciate you coming back for this stream. I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays with the potential of a weekend stream this time. But hope you have a great night. I think I need to grab some water. There's like, I have something in my throat. So yeah, hopefully see you next stream, but I'll be right back when I go get some water. Okay. Love the sound of a weekend stream. Yeah, I mean, hey, now that two people said it, yeah, I can either draw more, or I mentioned it last week, but I really do want to do the gaming stream. I just couldn't last week, or yeah, last weekend, because I forgot it was Gigi's birthday weekend. I forgot we were celebrating it that weekend, so couldn't do it then. Weekends are for gaming. Yeah, I want a game. I want to beat this challenge so badly, and I kind of just want to play Pokemon. Low key. So okay, now that we have the arm guide, okay. Let me can hide that. Excuse me, man. Maybe that coffee did a number to me. Alright, I am gonna color this one in because I'm gonna duplicate it. And I want the with something like this, I want to make sure the fill is actually like a clean shape. So that's why I'm doing it on top. I'm gonna actually manually fill it in too. Alright, let's grab yellow. Oop. Perfect. Cool. And then we're gonna put that under so that fits. So now that we have one, we have two. And I can just reverse that. And put it around there. I think that's where it goes. We're gonna hide that. Naming my layers. I don't do this later. Okay. So now we need to do the body. And the body might be one of the most, in the most, like, the roughest state. Oh, jeez, that's what I'm trying to say. My brain today woke up tired, and I feel like my brain never clicked on, for sure. The body is kind of like a gumdrop shape. I think that looks good. Oh. Honestly, might want to keep. I wonder if I should keep the shirt and the pants separate here. Let's get the yellow. Oh wait. And actually do a good fill here. Cool. Just trying to get those as close as possible without touching. Under. Alright, so now we have the body. I never give a fill to the head. Oh, there we go. Okay. I think now we just have the feet, and then I've accomplished my goal for the day. And then we can draw the glizzy, because I still want to draw that hot dog cat. I think that's just a good little sprite to have. Alright, we got the body, arms, which need to be placed in a better spot. And then we got the feet. Alright, hopefully the feet should be the easiest part, right? And I was thinking I could maybe do like more of Blue Cat's actual feet. I have like a little bit of a heel. Because okay, I drew Blue Cat's foot over here. That's actually Chugs' foot. But it's a good reference, so I want like a little bit of a heel. Just don't know how it will translate. It's close. I think I'm gonna trace that over again. Okay, so that should be it. And then we draw the fill in here. Alright, so to bring this all together, let's bring the whole idol. See, now I don't like that foot, but we're gonna keep going with it because it could just be in the wrong spot. I think I had the feet above the body, and I guess this one's behind the body. Yeah, I might have messed up the feet, but I'm gonna keep going. And that needs to be above. Man, the other brush looks so much better. I knew that would be what I thought at the end of it. Okay. There might be a better position for these feet. Yeah, okay. I don't like these feet. Sometimes the sketch is just exactly what it needs to be. Okay, right now I think his head is too far forward. Alright, so that probably works best. His arm... it's funny how you can just make it. What's up, Orange Cat? How you doing? We're kind of putting the finishing touches on a blue cat like sprite sheet. That's if his arms were out a little bit further. Which instead I'm just gonna mimic. And it still feels like he's leaning forward too much. I'm gonna... that. Cool. Alright, and now we have to put it to the test. And... let's see. The right foot, naming my layers before I go further. That's the left foot. I honestly think the feet could come up a little bit. Yeah, like that. You should be called Blue Cat. Yeah, just for this one. If you could be Blue Cat, that'd be perfect. I used to have an Orange Cat character. So there is one in lore. Maybe you're that Orange Cat. Okay, and then I think I need a little bit of a difference with that foot just being up higher. Okay, I think that Blue Cat looks good. So now that we have the idle one, I'm gonna try to then recreate all these ones. That way we have the sprite sheet. Kind of more filled out. Okay. Orange cats are crazy. Yeah, I feel like orange cats are notoriously known for having one brain cell. But see, it's like once we get all these little, like, all like the limbs drawn and everything, it becomes so much easier to animate it. But that, for animating, I'll probably bring it into After Effects to really test what it's like. And I guess we're gonna keep the arm behind his head. So I think that's just what will make more sense in the long run. Should be one more shadow. There it is. I guess I could have just taken this one and gone there. Oh, right there. Cool. So that's it cleaned up. And it sucks because I love the sketchy version so much more. Orange cats are crazy. It's in their genetics. Oh, I grew up next to my neighbor had an orange cat, and they were the sweetest thing in the world. I loved them so much. I think it's what started the cat addiction. But cool, this is a really good start for the sprite sheet. It's basically what I wanted to accomplish today. Was exactly what we're looking at. It was like make all the limbs so I can export all of them as PNGs, move that over to After Effects, and then like actually make like a templatized, or like a what the walking animation should look like and what the jumping should look like, and then bring that into Unity and actually get this thing like walking around. Because I guess I also, you know, I really do want this to look like I really love the look of Paper Mario. So in my eyes, I would include that like sticker look. To it. I'm gonna get these shadows where they should be. Perfect. Nice. Let's go. I can already see it animating and like having like an idle. And I'll be able to add squish and stuff. It's like, I feel like I could kind of do this live. But you know, like you squish down and then like spring up. Basically this would be the actual jumping animation. Let me include, let's zoom out one more. Oh. I do have to keep, I had to be this zoomed out. Okay. So really, that would be the jumping animation. From going from right to left. I guess another good test is how does all of this look going the other way? I think it looks good. Nice. Okay. It's a real test if you made the character correctly, is reversing it. But this would be the jumping animation. Yeah, you literally will squish down, and then there's a potential that squish down, and then you kind of do the opposite, and you stretch. Squish to stretch to normal. Really exaggerate that more. Okay, well, didn't think I was gonna do this, but let's bust out the the timeline here. All right. All right, this is the timeline. I'll put that there. Okay, I want to make a second little making a second Photoshop file. So I can delete everything that we don't need here. Here I can also we're gonna put that there. Alright, now you can kind of see the menus. And I already saved all of this, but I am gonna delete stuff. Okay. So we're gonna create a frame animation. And then we're gonna go to the video. Oh wait, let me. Huh. Should be able to convert to video frames. Oh, let me try this again. Panel option. No. New frame. Okay. Alright, here's how we're gonna do it. Sorry, losing track here. See if this works. Alright, that's first frame. Second frame. Third frame. Fourth frame. And then actually, for the next frame, he's just gonna go up ever so slightly. Wait, so that's the next frame. Which means new frame is the one that's slightly up. And his arms are gonna go. That might be a little too much. Okay. Get rid of that one. Each way is a new frame. Yeah, it's like, so there's a way to do video frames, and that's how I used to animate here, but for some reason it didn't want to work. But we can keep doing the new frame, and then we're gonna go back down, new frame. And then we're gonna add a few idle frames. All right, so this is without any testing. Whoa, what went wrong here? Okay. So that's idle, that's idle, that's idle, that's idle, that's idle. Squish, like that, that. And then this one is the topmost one. Okay. That's the squish. And then that's the... Okay. I don't know why... Okay. I don't know why it keeps doing that. See, this is what I mean by the video frame layers. Like, something went wrong here. Like it keeps adding the idle frame to all of them. Oh, there we go. Okay, well now that I know that. This frame should go. Let's really exaggerate the squish. It might be like too exaggerated, but it's kind of the point. Okay. Yeah, and then actually let's make that too. Let's make the top frame hang a second, and then okay. There we go. We got a little. Do you really like cats? I do really like cats, actually. It's funny that you say that, because like it used to kind of be a joke, and then I realized how much I actually love cats. I have 2 cats. They are my children. I might actually post this on Twitter. It's rough, this animation, but it's cute. Do it, you won't. Well, I think I want to add more to it. So like, post it. Yeah, no, I think I will. Usually I'm holding back from posting anything I do on stream, in case we want it later, but let's do that. Okay. Okay. I want his mouth to open, and it goes. Just want us a little bit more, and I might actually have him blink when he like squishes down. Yeah, give a piece. See what they're missing out on exactly. Aw. Yeah, that's so sad. I feel you though. When I got my first cat, I was in college, and I just wanted to spend all the time with it. And then once I graduated and moved to California, and everything was a little bit more stable, I work from home. I was like, time to get a second cat. Okay, get the color in there. Cool. Yeah, the mouth movement was so worth it, actually. King Snuggles and Princess Polpetta, exactly. It's a white and gray cat and all black cat. Okay, so now this frame, the squish, is gonna. Oh no. No, what's going on? Alright. There we go. Okay. And we'll lower the opacity of that. Put the brush back. Alright, that should... Oh, wait. Get rid of this. Alright, this should also be an upgrade. Yeah, look at him. Look at him go. Alright, now I'm curious if I did this... Oh... I was gonna reverse. I was gonna reflect everything, but are we cool with Blue Cat facing that way? He usually faces the other way, and like I can't unsee it sometimes. Yeah, he's fine. Okay. Yes, lol. Yeah. I like this green. This green was random. I didn't actually choose that green. But I am going to test out some colors here. Oh no. Alright, never mind. We're stuck. I think, not stuck, but with kind of the video frame layers. Alright, let's put that there. I'm going to put my layers back. Just an easy few frames, you know. Technically just 5 frames of animation. Ooh, I got an idea to kind of stretch this out a little bit longer. This hopefully won't be too much of an issue. Where's my mouse? There we go. Okay, so idle, squish, idle, and I'm gonna get rid of 3 of the idle animations here. Have a transition blink on the frame down, like between full open. Oh, I was thinking about that, but sometimes adding extra frames for blink looks weird because blinks are so quick that like having just open closed works. But I could definitely try that. I'm gonna oh dang it. I'm just trying to get rid of... Oh, I did delete it down here. Yeah, delete those frames. So now what I'm gonna do, just had an idea, is... Okay, I'm gonna show you guys my layers again. So what I'm about to do is duplicate all of those layers again. Let's see them all. Oh, wait. Let's make a new frame first. New frame. So now on a new frame, we're going to see all these layers, and we're going to reverse them all. Okay. And what I'm curious about is if he jumps one way, pauses, switch, jumps up, comes back down, you know, it's like cycling between. So he's jumping both ways. Which means... So he goes from there, which he does not need that, to there. And then let's add a frame. Let's add like some buffer frames. And we could always delete a buffer frame. So then he squishes, new frame, jumping, new frame, there, new frame, all the way up. And then new frame, go back down. We're gonna have to extend the, all right. New frame, squish back down, new frame, idle. And then maybe add one more, just idle. And then if I'm going to match it, the topmost layer needs to hold for 0.2 seconds, and the ones before it need to hold for... Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Hopefully this works. Ah, dang it. I don't know why it does that. Oh, there we go. I think there's just... It works, though. Hey, Orange Cat, I appreciate you stopping by. Hopefully you're still here by the time I read this message. Have a good time studying and have a good afternoon. Appreciate you stopping by. Alright, so we get rid of that. Squish, squish, squish. Boom, 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 boom. And then that's when this one gets added. And then hopefully it doesn't... Yeah. Oh. Some of the frames got deleted. Oh no. No, 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 no. Please don't. There, I'm gonna save. Okay. The save worked. I had that like moment of, oh no. Okay. Alright, it's buffering, it's buffering. Let's give it a sec. Scratch discs are full. What does that even mean? Learn how to fix. Solution? Low storage. I know. It's like, what is going on here? I know one thing you can do is you pull up these scratch discs. Okay, wait, that is what you're supposed to do. And then what? I have all that free space. Delete everything but blue in games. It's weird. I'm just like, okay, there it is. Oh no. Well, fingers crossed. I think it did save. It's gonna suck if this gets deleted, but I think Photoshop just crapped the bed. Which does not happen often, actually. This is weird. I'm almost positive I saved it. Storage is always an issue. I know, but it's like, man, storage should not be an issue here. Here, let me go, just in case there's any. Let me go full cam here. Okay, let me quit Photoshop, I guess. Oh, please, please, please. Because I had it just right too. Like I had the animation exactly, like just literally had to click export. So I'm gonna be sad if we have to redo all of that. Okay, I don't think we do. Clear. Oh, I was looking for that. Luckily, I don't think it deleted anything, but let's first give it a good old try here. So that needs to be there, and that needs to be there, and then that should hopefully be it. Yes. Oh man, that was gonna suck. That was gonna really suck. This is great. See, like this emote can be added to things. We made an animation today. Let's go. You know, I didn't think it was gonna come this far. Yeah, that's how I know we solved it on the fly. Okay, so I guess the only issue here is that all of the layers have a background on them. So, because like really I would want to just... What happens if I delete? Oh, it worked. It worked. Man, I love when things work. All right. Because we want this... probably a lot closer. Walt Clon. Okay, so that's... I think we can crop this. Alright, let's try that. That's the maximum height it can go. Okay. That's the lowest height it can go. Okay. Alright, I'm about to go into the weed. Oh, how do I do this? Alright, that's basically 200 pixels in. And then if it's going from here, so we need to be at 12, 13. I got pretty dang close at centering that just by eyeballing it. Okay. Which means I don't need to do anything. I would be perfecting too much if I... Let's go! So now we can probably export this. Part of me is wondering if... Okay. Let's play around with some things. Let's add a second there. And then add a second there. Okay, so it goes 1, 2, 3 squish. 1, 2, 3 squish. Okay, so technically everything is good to go. I'm on the little squish layer. I'm adding a 0.1 second delay. I don't know why I feel like it's too much blinking. That's what I'm like obsessing about right now. I probably could have made 2 different layers. What do you guys think? Did the blinking ever even occur to you before I pointed it out? Am I overthinking it? Because right now I'm like, this, we could just export this and it's good to go. But I'd have the chance right now to fix it. So I think it's ready as is. Okay, let's, pretty sure exporting from Photoshop. Well, here, let me do it one more save so I can just, this is the animate file. I'm pretty sure you save for web. It's been a while since I've exported a GIF from Photoshop. Here, let's see the whole thing. You do preset, you do GIF. I don't know if we care too much about dither or not. We're such a limited color palette. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 7 colors. If I click 8 just to have one more, I'm like trying to make it as small as possible. I don't think the eyes are too much, but if you want to fix it, yeah, it's like I could fix it more, but sometimes you end up creating more issues, and then I don't, want to deal with all that. Transparency. Ooh, I almost got it exactly at like a 12,000 pixel. Maybe I want to do that. Let me do. Because if we had a clean number, okay, well, let me go on a layer where. Oh wow, no, we're really topmost layer. Might have some pixels we can spare here. No, we're so close. Okay, I'll enter there. Let's see. I don't think we'll be able to do it unless I cut it off. No. I'd rather be in an even number though. It was on 13. Usually when I like to export things, I like to do it in round numbers, or sorry, even numbers. That's what I was trying to say. Okay, let's freaking export this thing again. Export for web legacy. And then let's do 8 colors again, because there's not many. And then really, wait, what happens if I do 7 colors? Just on the dot. Yeah, that's exactly the amount of colors. So I might as well do that. No matte. Selective. I really honestly don't know. I need to learn more about GIFs, so let's play it. Oh, I totally forgot. Okay, wait to back up real quick. Okay, so all of these values are good for the most part. We need to just make them all 0.1. And then all the ones... It's like, it ends up being too quick, actually, because it's no longer buffering. So let's make all the ones that we had as 0.1 to be 0.2. And then I guess 0.5. Oh, let's see what this looks like. 0.2, 0.5. I think 0.5 will hang for too long. 0.2. Okay. We gotta view it over here. The export, save for web. I hope my cats are getting their food. Okay, so let's, before we do... There's something actually kind of cute about how slow it is. I'm curious what you guys think. Here, actually, I'll let responses come in if there's any. Now it's like slower. I'm gonna make sure my cats are eating. Hey, you over there. Okay. Moon game with lower gravity. Okay, so Although this is cute and choppy and stuff, I don't want it to be that slow. So we're gonna just revert everything I did. Okay. And I might as well just export one just to see how it goes. Where did that go? Oh no. That window just disappeared. Hello, Photoshop. Oh my goodness. Save. Oh, it's not even on screen, thank God. Okay. I don't like when it shows everything. Let's see. Blue cat. Jumping. Alright, I'm just gonna let it rip in the Discord, the first iteration of it, because I can't really see it animate on my side. So if I put the GIF in, it should work. I have no idea how it's gonna look, so I'm gonna go to general chat. And put it in there. Oh, it looks great. Hell yeah. Yeah, cool. Looks great. Oh, I could have done this actually. Wait. Oh, I need to put it in Dropbox. My menus are too small, I feel like. Okay. Alright, that's in Dropbox now. So what I'm gonna do is over here. Actually. There we go. Now you guys have something to look at while I do this. Alright, we're gonna add a new image. Yeah, now he's on stream. Perfect. Now Blue Cat's always kind of dancing. He's just always here. So really, it could. I love the thumbs up guy, but he could replace. Could replace the thumbs up guy. Dancing Blue. Shrink him down just a little bit. Oh, that'd be cool, Link. Actually, we could definitely work on that. You can just take all the frames. Yeah, cool. So now I'm gonna make a slightly, now that I have this, I'm gonna make a version that's for Twitter, basically. And so I'm just gonna make the canvas size a little bit bigger. Dang, I don't have that green anymore. Maybe I do. Here. I do that. I was gonna use this blue, but I actually really liked that green. We got the green back. Let's go. I need to keep that swatch. I really like it. Oh, what? Here, wait. Let's grab this green. Copy that. Do that. Do this. Do that. Do this. Okay, now it's applied to all of them. Okay. Cool. And then let me export that one for web. And this time it has 8 colors because of the green background. Save. Honestly, we could probably upload this one to Giphy too. I don't know if we should do it that way or not before I post it. Alright, just blue cat, jumping, FBG. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Upload to everywhere, exactly. Let's move it over. Okay. Oh wait, let me keep them jumping on screen. All right, and also let me save a second version with BG attached to it. It's funny, I really did want something animating on screen at all times. I think keeps it a little bit more engaging, actually. Just having something moving at all times. Alright, posting it. Oh wait, let me tag Cool Cats. Oh, you can't tag in the GIF? Alright, whatever. Alright, just posted it. How it feels to create an animation in one stream. Feels pretty good, not gonna lie. And now we can use that GIF for whatever. Cool. I said I was going to draw the glizzy, but we might have to keep that in our back pocket. I'm so much happier that this is what we ended up drawing. Not gonna lie, at the beginning of stream I was a little worried. I was like, am I going to make it to the animation part? I don't know. So, great stuff. Save the glizzy for the next time, I know. It's there. It's always there. But I'm gonna peace out. This was an awesome stream. Feels good to just have an animation. I probably should add it to the list of emotes on Twitch, since we can have animated emotes. And I'll catch you. I don't want to promise gaming streams, but I'm gonna try this time now that there's no other obligation I need to do. I'll probably just be chilling anyways, so might be a gaming stream just for fun. Other than that, thank you everyone who came by. This was a really fun stream. We created an animation. It feels good. So see you later. Catch you on the next one.